have another quick word that I have to release tonight. This one is a little bit more serious than the one that I did maybe half hour ago. I was waking up out of my sleep 3 times about this one, and so I had to pray about it before I released it because I really didn't want to. I wanted to do a little bit more research on it first, but God gave me 2 verses. So this is kind of like a 2-part thing. God is, for those who God has warned about, He has warned certain people about certain people. Because of the level of spiritual warfare that is going on in the world, God is raising up His people, and He's preparing His people for what He's called them to do. He's also protecting His people. And so there are people who God have spoken to about certain people more than once, and he has warned you to keep your mouth out for His people. And that's what this was about. So the first verse that He gave me, and I have to start adding verses to these videos, but it's a well-known verse in Psalms 105:15, which God warned people, touch not my anointed, and to my prophet do no harm. That's an old one. It was forbidden back in the day, just like it is today. God said, keep your mouth off His prophets, leave my prophets alone. He have gave people assignments, and if people are on assignments, you let them be. And please, by all means, go to God about any word that you receive from anyone, because you can't sit up under anybody's word, and He's very serious about that, which leads me to the second part of this, which is in Ezekiel 13 in the New Living Translation. This one is a long one, so if you have time to read the whole thing, but I'm gonna read the parts that stood out to me the most. This is about God's judgment against false prophets. And so it reads, then the message came to me from the Lord, Son of man, prophesy against the false prophets of Israel who are inventing their own prophecies. Say to them, listen to the word of God. This is what the sovereign Lord says. What sorrow awaits the false prophets who are following their own imaginations and have not seen nothing at all. That was 1 through 3. And then I will skip down to, therefore, this is verse 8. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says. Because what you say is false and your visions are a lie, I will stand against you, says the sovereign Lord. I will raise up my fence against all the prophets who see false visions and make lying predictions, and they will be banished from the community of Israel. So He is also warning people, because I don't know if you're on the internet, there are a rise of prophets everywhere. They are saturating YouTube. Everybody wants to be a prophet. So God is also warning people about claiming you're a prophet and claiming that you have a word from God, and you are misleading people, because you could be also doing the devil's work. So if God is warning you about a particular person, and He keeps telling you to leave this prophet alone, leave this man alone, leave this woman of God alone, and you're not taking, and you're not listening to His word, or you're not heeding His warning, so be it. everybody know no weapon formed against me shall prosper. But after that is, and let every tongue that rise up against me in judgment be condemned. So when, especially a prophet, if that's the prayer that they are praying every day, let them be condemned. So be it. But God's warning is your correction is coming soon. I didn't want to do